To start, we need to consider the fact that the Jews and the disciples of Jesus did not keep the Christian holidays we think of today. Rather, they celebrated the Passover and a festival called the Days of Unleavened Bread, cited in Luke 22, verses 1 and 7. Leviticus 23, 5 through 7 explains that the day immediately following the Passover was actually a high day, or annual Sabbath, which was different from the weekly Sabbath they observed on Saturdays. These observances began at sunset and ended at sunset the next day. So when Jesus died in 31 AD, the Passover began on a Tuesday evening, while the high day Sabbath, mentioned in John 19 verse 31, started on a Wednesday evening at sundown and ended at sunset Thursday, which means that the Friday that year actually fell between two Sabbaths, an annual Sabbath on Thursday and the weekly Sabbath on Saturday. Now let's look at the details and fill in the timeline. Jesus celebrated the Passover with his disciples in Luke 22, 13 through 15, which happened right after sunset Tuesday evening. But at some point between 3 p.m. and sundown, as John 19:31 says, because it was the preparation day that the body should not remain on the cross on the Sabbath, for that Sabbath was a high day, the Jews asked Pilate that their legs might be broken and they might be taken away. In other words, they wanted to make sure they were all dead so they could get them in their graves before the sun went down and the annual Sabbath began. But at this point, Jesus was already dead. 1, 2, 3 days and 1, 2, 3, 4 nights since he was laid in his tomb. So as Luke 24, 2 through 3 explains, when they showed up, they found the stone rolled away from the tomb, and when they went in, he was already gone. Going on, verses 6 and 7 record the angel saying, "He is not here, but he is risen. Remember how he spoke to you, saying, 'The Son of Man must be crucified, and the third day rise again'?" The end of the third full day was Saturday evening, just before sunset. He was put in the grave as the sun was going down Wednesday evening, before the holy day began. So the first night was Wednesday night, the first day was Thursday day, the second night was Thursday night, the second day was Friday day, the third night was Friday night, and the third day was Saturday day. Then, just before the sun went down Saturday evening, Jesus Christ was resurrected from the dead exactly 3 days and 3 nights from the time he was put in his tomb to the time he was resurrected, just as he said he would be, fulfilling the one sign of his messiahship.